I think most of the people like to do websites, but they might feel difficulty in designing their websites. So in that case, React will help you solve your problem. It is one of the most popular JavaScript library which has strong foundation behind it. The first question arises when you hear this word React is what is React? So this is a JavaScript library which is developed by Facebook, and with this React you can create the front end pages for the websites. So React allows the developer to create a reusable components while creating a website. So to start with React, you need some knowledge of JavaScript, HTML and CSS. And also to work with React, we need NodeJS and NPM to be installed in our systems. So now let's create our first React app. For that, I'll open my command prompt and move to the directory where I want to create my app. And here I'll create a new React app with this command, that is npx space create react app space my react. Here my react is the application name which we want to give as per our choice. So this takes some time to install the packages and create our React app. So the app is created successfully and I'll check how this React app is running at the server. So for that, first I need to move to the project folder. For that I'll say cd space my react, and in the project folder I'll say npm space start. So this will open our project in localhost at port 3000. So here React gives its default page with its logo, and now we need to change the content. So I'll use the Visual Studio to work with this project. Here in the project folder you can see some folders like public, source, etc. So open the source folder and I'll remove the logos and test files. And now I also change app.js file because we have the logo in it. I'll remove the import of that logo and remove the content in the div with class name app. And I'll add a simple heading, that is h1 of welcome to ReactJS. So save this file and check what's happening in the web page. So it gave me the heading in the center. That means there are some styles included in the project. So open the app.css file and remove all the styles in it and save that. Let's see what it gives. So the heading now is on the left side, but there is some space above the heading. So we also need to remove that. Open the index.css file in the source folder and here add the CSS as star braces of margin to 0 and save this file and check how the website is now. So this gave me the heading at the top with no spaces. So now let's start our coding for React. In this video series, we are just learning the basics of how React works. For now, we will not touch the app.js file, but we will do it with the index.js file. So open the index.js file and here you can see a line with React DOM.render off and something else in that. So remove all these things till bottom and save this file and check the web page, what is it giving. As you can see, there is no heading in the page, so the page is empty. And now let's start our coding. So first thing you should remember while doing React is that there will be a function called render, which is used to get the HTML page using this function. In the source folder, we just have only the JS files, but to view the web page, we need a HTML file, right? So the HTML file will be in the public folder. So I'll open it. So here I'll remove these logos and icons, all those things. And in the index.html file, we have a empty div with id as root. So remember this, we will talk about this a little later. Open the index.js file and write the following code. That is React DOM.render of. I'll add a paragraph that is p, which is hello world, comma, document.get element by id of root. Save this file and check what it gives. So it gave me hello world. So what is actually React doing in background? As we have discussed before, render is the function which is used to get the HTML page. So here in the render function, I have given a paragraph with hello world and I am getting the element with id that is equal to root, which is in the index.html file. And this paragraph is set into the div whose id is root. So this is how React works. Whatever you give in the index.js file, it will be rendered in the HTML file. Okay, let's suppose I wanted to have another paragraph to be displayed in the web page. So I'll say another p with code with Krish. And see what it gives. So we have an error. It says adjacent JSX elements must be wrapped in an enclosing tag. So to solve this error, I'll create a div and place these two paragraphs in that div. So let's see what it gives. So there are no errors and got my page. That means you cannot give the tags adjacently without a parent tag. So if you want to create a web page with more data other than 2 tags, that means maybe greater than 2 or 3. So I'll create a variable as const my element that is equal to, in the brackets I'll create 3 paragraphs. So I'll cut these 2 paragraphs and paste them here. And I'll create a new paragraph that is React is good. And I'll give this variable name in the render function that is my element. So let's see what it gives. Alright, this gave me the web page with no errors. The id root in the index.html file is not mandatory to be root. It can be a name as per your choice. But while using the render function to get the id, you should give the same id name which you have given in the index.html file. So that's it for now. Hope you guys like this video. Make sure you subscribe and hit the bell icon for instant notifications from my channel. And I'll see you in the next video.